What started as a simple Facebook message would end in one of the most shocking crimes in Nairobi. A young woman agreed to meet a man
she had only spoken to online. She walked into a luxury apartment that night, never knowing it would be the last place she would ever go. Hours later, police made a horrifying discovery. Investigators uncovered messages, surveillance footage, and a suspect behind a social media profile. Stay with us as we uncover the truth. And make sure to subscribe, like, and share so you don't miss our next true crime investigation.
Nairobi never truly sleeps. Beneath the glowing lights of this city, millions of stories unfold every night. But in January 2024, one story would shock the entire nation. In the digital world, strangers are only a message away. A simple notification, a friendly conversation, a promise to meet. For one young woman, that message seemed harmless. Just another connection made online. But sometimes the people we meet on the internet are not who they appear to be. Behind this apartment building in Nairobi lies the beginning of a crime that would horrify the country. The next morning, building staff sensed something was wrong. The room that had been rented the night before was unusually quiet. When the door finally opened, the scene inside told a chilling story. Police quickly secured the apartment and began documenting every detail. Every object, every mark, every trace of movement could hold the key to what happened. But the most haunting discovery inside that room was the body of a young woman. Her name was Starlet Wahu. Friends remember her as lively, ambitious, and full of energy. Like many young people in Nairobi, she embraced the vibrant rhythm of the city. Social media was part of her everyday life, a place to share moments and connect with others. She had dreams, friendships, and a future that seemed wide open. But one online conversation would lead her down a path she never could have imagined. The man she met online introduced himself as John Matara. Their conversations began like many others do on the internet. Friendly messages, casual questions, a growing familiarity. Behind the screen, however, investigators would later uncover a far more troubling reality. Matara reportedly used social media platforms like Facebook to meet women. And Starlet Wahu was one of the people who responded. On the evening of January 3rd, 2024, Starlet prepared to meet the man she had been chatting with online. Nairobi's streets buzzed with the usual nighttime energy as she made her way to the meeting. Security cameras captured her entering the apartment building. She stepped into the elevator, unaware that it would be the last time she would be seen alive. Upstairs, the apartment door opened. Waiting inside was John Matara. What began as a private meeting soon took a dark turn. Investigators believe an argument broke out inside the apartment. Within moments, the situation escalated into violence. By the time the struggle ended, Starlet Wahu had suffered fatal injuries. The apartment fell silent again, but the damage had already been done. Security cameras captured a man leaving the building later that night. The same man who had entered the apartment with Starlet, but this time, he was alone. The city outside continued as usual, unaware that a brutal crime had just taken place. Yet the building's cameras had recorded something crucial. Detectives began reviewing hours of surveillance footage. At the same time, Digital investigators examined Starlet's phone. Slowly, the pieces began to connect. Messages exchanged through Facebook revealed the identity of the man she had met that night. The digital trail pointed directly to John Matara. Police quickly launched a search for the suspect. Within hours, officers located and arrested Matara. He was taken into custody for questioning. Inside the interrogation room, investigators began piecing together the events of that night. But many questions still remained unanswered. News of the murder spread rapidly across Kenya. Social media exploded with reactions. Many people were shocked that such violence could arise from an online meeting. Others demanded justice for Starlet Wahu. The tragedy also sparked a national conversation about online safety. Soon, the case moved into the courtroom. Prosecutors presented digital evidence, surveillance footage, and forensic findings. At the center of it all sat John Matara. His defense challenged parts of the prosecution's case. As proceedings continued, the country watched closely. For many, this tragedy was a painful reminder of how dangerous online encounters can be. One moment of trust can change everything. One message, one meeting, one decision, and suddenly, a life is gone forever. The story of Starlet Wahu is more than a crime. It is a warning about the hidden dangers that can exist behind a simple online message.